the second year running, the Dan Nicholl Show is in Gstaad in Switzerland, home to Julie Andrews, Roger Moore, Bernie Eccleston, but more importantly home to the Snowbike Festival, as mountain bikers from around the world come together to jump on their fat bikes and take on life on the snow. It's a tough event, a 4-dayer that includes a night stage, a prologue and some long rides through some of the most beautiful territory in the world. Now normally this is an event for the Europeans who are used to the colder conditions, but for this year we did something a little different and brought in our very first Dan Nicholl Show team, captained by former Springbok World Cup skipper John Smit, and 2 teammates from a part of the world that certainly doesn't see conditions like this, East London, and 2 riders, Mark and Riaan, who were seeing snow for the very first time. We love change on the Dan Nicholl Show, and this was a very good example.
It's about -7 degrees out here, and John Smit, captain of the Dan Nicholl Show team for the Snowbike Festival. A little chilly, but you're looking quite excited.
Yeah, you didn't quite mention -7 when you asked me to come on this little ride, so a little bit different to training in Durban, but really cool. I mean, you look around, pretty beautiful place to be, and first time out on a fat bike, first time out in the snow, so pretty excited.
All right, we've got our winners of the competition on the show. These are now the 2 most famous people in the history of East London. Mark, you're doing amazing. You've got no gloves on. You're not feeling the cold at all.
Not at this stage, but once I'm on the bike, I'm going to feel it. I felt it earlier, but yeah, I'm looking forward to a nice cold down the bike.
John, this is your team. You reckon you're in for a victory here at the Snowbike Festival?
Well, I think we've got Eastern Cape's categories tied up, so there's only 2 of them, so I'm going to try and lead these guys to Eastern Cape victory at the Snowbike Festival.
Perfect. We'll be catching up over the next few days with events here at the Snowbike Festival. It's the prologue today, 7.5 kilometres, winding through the snow of Gstaad. What a perfect way to start an incredible race. Yesterday was great, but this is when the real racing starts. Down into the Silent Valley, that'll be freezing, up to Rougemont, climb up Egly, that's 590 metres of climbing, but the climb is worth it. When you get to the top, the views are spectacular. Then down to the finish, end of the day, touch under 30 kilometres. What a way to spend a Friday.
So some slightly nervous South Africans taking on very novel conditions, along with some great riders over the prologue, the 3 stages and the night race. This really is an enchanting part of the world. After 4 days, the quickest South African in, John Smit, the rugby skipper, in what is comfortably the biggest sporting moment of his career to date.
Yeah, I think that as an experience, it's something totally unique. Yeah, for someone from Durban in South Africa, where the winters are 18 degrees, you know, here you think it looks quite easy with a 30-odd K a day, but the snow is so unpredictable, and you just never quite trust the downhill, so you're sort of quite tentative, and I wasn't really built for climbing, so 3 great days with a prologue in front of that, so definitely something I'd want to do again, and a fantastic experience, you know, getting the balance right between trying to ride as hard as you can and get the training in, and also going slow enough to take up the beautiful scenery.
Catherine Leumann and Nicola Robach were your overall winners, seen here having a more gentle ride in the snow as they wrapped up a very special edition of a unique race. The Dan Nicholl Show can't wait to be back at the Snowbike Festival of Gstaad in 2018.